How in the fuck did that happen? So what's up? We're out here at Sylvan, right? The pier's over to my left a little bit. We're fishing that star tournament. They're supposed to let go some tagged redfish over here in this area. We've had a lot of bad weather these past couple of days, but it looks pretty good so far today. If anything, that rain probably pushed them down a little bit deeper. If anything, redfish can tolerate salt, fresh water. So can speckled trout and flounder. Dang, damn. I was just hooked up on something right there. I know I've been a little inactive on my lives, but the weather has not been very good for me to do anything. It's either been raining, too windy. But we'll go get a progress report on this pier. I wanted to check around these little rock growings a little bit, because usually there's some redfish or sheepshead or flounder poking around these little rock growings here. Because when the ships go in and out, it causes a little bit of current come in and around them. We'll get over to by the pier, work some pollens. I live only a block from here, so I looked at it on I got Saltwater Recon. They got a bunch of cameras up and down the coast here. There's the majority of the cameras are in Galveston, but it's real good. They actually have a camera right at the beginning of the pier, so from my house I could check, see what the weather looks like or what the water looks like before I even come. So I'll make a little run over here. See this other little rock growing. Try to get the opportunity right this morning. The water looks good. They're making some decent progress on the pier. I know it's been a little slow going for them too. I've been having some sciatic nerve issues a little bit. It's kept me out of my boat. Got a little bit of a northwest wind. I like chucking up here by these rocks. You're not supposed to fish from the beach, but there's people doing it. There's plenty of bait. So I don't know why we can't pop one right in here real quick. Should be something lurking right around these rock piles. People that fish from the bank up there get mad at me, but they can't cast this far. Your average Joe can't cast 100 yards. Not even close, buddy. Good try. Give you an E for effort. We'll make a little run over here by the pier, check progress on it. See if there's any trout holding. People that fish the shoreline over here, they try to throw way out, but what they don't realize is the fish are right there by the rocks. That's why I fish the shoreline. The only time I cast way out from my kayak is if I'm trying to cover a lot of water. But most of the time I'm just pitching short little pitch casts. This is Silver Beach Pier right here. There's some trout slicks over here to my right. Just want to get y'all in here, see what they're doing. Get a little tour. It's a work barge. I mean, they're starting to go up with handrail and stuff, so I mean, it shouldn't be too long. You wouldn't think. Throw up in these pier pilings a little bit, see if there's anything lurking. But they're coming along with it. It looks pretty nice. I think they're using some synthetic. The handrails are wood, but I think the decking, the actual floor decking, is that synthetic decking. It's made out of plastic, which is good. They put hurricane straps on it. X bracing. The tide's still coming in, so it's gonna keep pushing me a little closer to the pier. But that's all right. I'll fish right down these pilings. But I know there's a speckled trout over here to my right, but I'm really looking for a big sheep's head. Or that redfish with that tag hanging out of it would be amazing. My son needs a truck, and I need a boat. Jeffrey was going to come with me today, but I wore him out yesterday. We went to San Luis Pass. It was a little bit rainy, so I didn't film nothing. Sorry, I lean in my kayak, so I'm trying to compensate with my phone here. There ain't nothing in these pilings. We might make a run down the shoreline. We're doing what we always do. We're just throwing the voodoo shrimp, man. It seems to work the best. Everything eats shrimp, even people. So they probably got maybe a quarter of the pier deck. They got a lot of work to do around the T-heads down there at Hurricane Barrel, however the hell you want to say it. Jacked it up a little bit down there on the end. It shows a east wind on my app, but this is not an east wind. This is definitely a west wind that's blowing. It's almost like a northwest wind blowing a little bit, which is good. I'd rather be blown away from the shoreline and then have to drive back over to it than be getting pushed up on it. It sucks. I just got out here. I got out here and brought y'all on with me. Just searching. We'll cast out over these old pilings that are right here, just to my right underwater. There's the old piers underneath there. Sometimes them trout, they'll come right to they'll sit on top of the pilings. It's good topwater action over here. I don't like throwing a topwater, man. It wears my arm out. Plenty of bait. Just casting around these seagulls and pelicans. They like to fly. They like to take flight when you get lures in the air, so you got to be careful not to catch one. Trying to see if there's any flounder in these pilings. Yeah, I was gonna try to get back out in it yesterday, but the wind had me blown off of it, and then the thunderstorms were back building. So with the thunderstorms back building, I didn't want to chance it. There was a bunch of people waiting at the boat ramp to put in boats. I was the only kayaker. Sicko. Look. As long as y'all don't shit on me or jump in my line when I'm trying to make a cast, we'll be all right, fellas. Let me grab my trout rod. I can chuck it a little bit further. I can't throw braid very far. I haven't used it very much in my fishing career. But I could throw some mono a mile. Might have to go run the shoreline, y'all. Ain't nothing clicking off out here. Let me get right over here to my right and get above this little oyster bed. That rain might have them on the bottom. Throw out here, work it off the top of the shell. Throwing Kelly Wiggler. I think I might put on a Little John. I've been seeing a lot of shrimp. Shrimp imitation might work good. It worked good last weekend. As soon as it hit the water, they would hit it. Boom! They were feeding way up top. I don't know where they be. Usually I like to come out over to the pier, try to grab trout, then I'll go work the shoreline. It's been kind of hit or miss over here at the pier lately. I know the fish probably, they want to feed up top because that's where the bait is, but Mullet too. Mullet can't handle that fresh water up top. Because what happens when it rains, the fresh water, the rainwater, it'll sit on top of the salt water. So, if anything, it'll put the trout down until it mixes in. But we never really got a heavy rain over here. Just rain all day. We went to Christmas Bay yesterday. Caught a couple of flounder. Wasn't nothing really spectacular. Dang. No wonder why I wasn't catching anything on that. Huh. How in the hell did that happen? And this is a leadhead that I really like. If anybody's out there from Norton Lures, I would really like to talk to you about these lead heads. I don't need no eyes on them. I just need just some plain lead heads. But these lead heads, they have a coating on them that I've had this lead head for probably going on a year, and there is zero rust on it. It still looks almost new out of the package. Except I just knocked the coating off of it because my hook was all bent up. I don't know what happened there. I know that little flounder I caught that got off didn't bend the hook that much. We appreciate y'all hanging out, man. We're trying to make it work. Trying to make something happen after all these storms from yesterday. There's fish out here. I can smell them. Oh, excuse me. See some slicks popping over here to my right. There's a lot of shell out here too. Shell, and then the old broke off piling tops from the old pier, which that's a little bit to my left. Just a little bit. But there's some slicks popping over here. I don't know. I didn't check the major or minor or anything. I seen that the water looked good. I just loaded my boat and let's go. If we stumble upon them, we stumble upon them. Yeah, I'm fixing to call it quits over here at the pier. There ain't no action. I go work this shoreline and pop something quick. I'm gonna hit one more little spot over here towards the end of this pier where these trout like to hang out. If they're not over here. See, right now I'm right on top of the old pilings. So whenever you fish over here, you can't let it go down too far or you're going to be hung up. I can smell this trout big time, bro. Where are they at? Down to 0. Back to 1. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all stepping back on here. I know I'm not busting them left and right, but I'm working for it. Trying to keep these pelicans from getting in my line. The pelicans and I, we try to work together. I keep them calm. talk to them a little bit sometimes. Like, hey, I'll fix the cast right here. Y'all don't trip out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Usually I would have been popped by now. Something would have. Get it on the bottom and see what happens. Yeah, we're fishing out of by Sylvan Beach. I put in. This is a Sylvan Beach pier that they're rebuilding. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but they got a long way to build. For as much rain as we got, or steady rain, the water looks pretty good. Oh shit. God damn it. I got it off. I didn't see they had some rope in there. Cast it right over, but I was able to pull it and let it unwind off of it. Let me throw this shrimp down around here. Hey, we appreciate y'all jumping on here. Fix to probably go run the shoreline back behind me. Go towards what used to be Shore Acres. Shore Acres is no more. LaPorte consolidated it. I guess they bought it or whatever. Took it over. So there's no more city of Shore Acres. It's all LaPorte down here now. I know a lot of people wanted it, a lot of people didn't want it, you know. I live in LaPorte, so Shore Acres is a pretty cool little city, but I think they was having a little bit of problems. The only real taxes they were generating was from the Houston Yacht Club over there. I don't think they were generating anything from the port because I think it's zoned in a different city. Bayport over there. I don't know. Just talking out of my anus. Oh, there's some little BS fish down there. I feel them tapping on my shrimp, but ain't nothing popping off. Yeah, I think I'm fixing to run. Get over there on the shoreline and then just run down the shoreline. Because there ain't nothing happening out here. Nothing. All right, well, I guess I'm going to start this. I'm going to start the stream over. I'm going to go to the shoreline. I'll start the stream over. I'll probably move the camera to the other side of the boat. Maybe. Probably not. I see some other boats down there, but they can't get as close to the pier as I can, so I'll go under the piers. All right. Y'all be good. We'll be back here in a minute, y'all. Y'all hit that notification bell. I'm gonna be going live here in just a minute. I'm gonna make a run up here to the shoreline. Or we'll just keep the live running. The hell with it. Y'all can take a little boat ride with me. Shit. Gonna go over here to the shoreline. Won't take that long. 4 or 5 minutes or so. I would have been out here a lot earlier, but whenever I was looking at the wind forecast, it said it was going to be blowing out of the east at like 12 to 15, and this is a west wind. It's blowing straight out of the west, which is preferred for this area over here, because there'll be slick calm up by the bank, which then you got to be a little bit quieter, but whatever. Get a little drink of my coffee. Coffee. This sinus shit, bro. What's going on with this sinus shit? What's up? Welcome to the show. Jordan Boys Outdoors. We're out here in LaPorte, Texas. We put in at Sylvan Beach Boat Ramp. That's just what I call it. It's right here by Sylvan Beach. We're in the Perception Outlaw 11.5 with a 55-pound Newport NV trolling motor. NV55. I got a little foot switch wired to it that I can get on and off the gas. I can leave it on one or two depending on the current. I got a stick steer over here made out of PVC pipe. But now it's good enough I can bring out with me. It ain't so windy. I don't like cutting videos when it's windy. I know I said it 1,000 times, and I'll keep saying it. I don't want to have to listen to a bunch of wind shit. Can't hear nothing anybody says. We're making it. We're making it. We're making it. We're getting there, y'all. I know I'm not in $190,000 Simmons. I mean, people can dream. But if I was in that $190,000 Simmons, I would not be doing what I'm fixing to do. And that's getting up here and getting personal with these fish. I need to get some bigger braid. I'm only running 20-pound braid. That's the heaviest line like I've ever used. And I've caught a lot of fish. But I think I might go up to like 40 pounds. That way whenever I'm getting in here around these docks, I can course that son of a gun out of there, because I've been broke off a couple times. When running a 20-pound braid, a 20-pound fluoro. I don't know how this guy is gonna like me running this shoreline over here, but he could suck it. And I know why there's a lot of boats out here. He's not going to be able to get way up in there like I can get. appreciate y'all hanging out, man. Tell y'all's friends, come back on here, hit that notification, because you never know when I'm going to go live. My last live was from the Scout Bar, Houston, right there on Egret Bay. We went there for Jeffrey's birthday, see Peel and Flesh, Missing Link, Bayway, New Jersey, Claymore. Another one of the cool ones that we seen was Cruelty. They're out of Tokyo, Japan. They came all the way down to the Scout Bar in Houston, and the show was pretty badass. They put her on a good show. I'm gonna pop some of these pilings out here that's deep, because there's been some big trout stuff off the end of these piers. As long as the seagulls will cooperate, or the pelicans will cooperate, not make me catch one. Which it happens. I've caught pelicans. See where they're all shitting in the water right there? The bait fish will come up there and eat that. So it attracts the bigger fish. See, when you cast, they all start wanting to fly. Goddamn, son. Jesus. There'll be some big sheep's heads in here too. I just don't want to get shit on by a pelican, because they suck. Pelicans will take a pretty large shit on you. Oh, there's one right there. Boom, hooked up. Nice flounder. Should be a keeper. Or just shy of it. I think it's gonna be shy. Yeah. When the ships run by, it sucks the water around these. Makes it kind of like the tides moving. So you'll get pulled around a little bit. You just gotta be careful. But last time I fished over here, I've hooked up with a flounder. It hit it and just started swimming with it. I think there's reds over here. Something just busted the water over here pretty good. But before I get up in here, I like to work the ends of these pilings out away from the shoreline a little bit. But something just came and popped over here. Just don't want to throw too far in between the pollens because that fish will take off and rub against that pollen and you're done. I need to turn my motor down a notch. Probably gonna go around this guy over here. He was up in here first, so. What's up? Welcome to the show. We're over here on LaPorte, looking for one of them tagged redfish, believe it or not. I just landed a flounder. He was right at keeper size, but I'm gonna let him get a little bit bigger. Flounder don't live that long. So we'll let him get a little bit older. Let him mature. There's one right there. Bam! That's another flounder. Right up in these pockets. That's what I keep for sure. Got a flounder up in here. I think it might be short. Hey, dadgummit. Dadgummit. You see all the fish hitting up in here? Oh no. We'll check them. Hold on. Y'all look over there. That was a fish that's tearing up the water. Game warden special right there, boys. We'll let it go on ahead and grow up a little bit. Fix my scrimp. Damn. Yeah, we're using the voodoo shrimp. That's called the golden tiger. And I think that flounder just screwed me. Oh, I got it. Right out in front of me. There's something busting on the water. Let's see if we can. It wasn't mullet jumping, it was popping. Pop. Man, it's been a while since it's been calm enough to fish over here. Another thing you got to watch being around these piers if you're in a kayak with a trolling motor is people that fish from the bank, they get hung up and then their line's all in the water, so you got to watch for that. I haven't been hung up too much. But I got tools with me to take my prop off if I have to. Get up there in the rocks and jerk off my prop real quick and you know, get the line out of it. Yeah, let's work a little bit of these pilots right over here a little bit, and I'm gonna go out around this guy. He was over here. There's plenty of shoreline for the twos of us. Oh, bam! There's one. There's one. Another flounder. Man, that's 3 flounders right here. I think it's another game warden special though. Yeah, another game warden special. Right at 15 inches exactly. I mean, that's a keeper, but you put him on ice, he's gonna shrink up a little bit. At least they're starting to come up in here a little bit more now. It's been a long time since I've caught this many flounder right in here. I haven't even went down that far of the shoreline. It just hit it and started swimming off with it. Don't. There's another one. They spit it out. Might hit reverse, Terry. Back a little bit. No, this live is wet kind of long. Oh, damn it, I was hooked up. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? What are you doing? Let's see if he's still down there. I never felt it dump it. Must have moved along. That's what I'm fixing to do. Alright. Caught a couple little flounders over here by these pylons, but nothing spectacular. I'll check this end one right here. I just lost one right there. I caught 3 undersized ones, 3 right at 15 right here. Anyway, we're gonna make a little move. I got plenty of battery. We gotta make a run. We got fish to catch over here. There's a boat right over here to my right. I don't know if y'all can see it. Anyway, the way I got my phone mounted, but whatever. We're gonna get out here on the right on the other side of them. We won't rip up in there too hard, but there's a lot of boats fishing the shoreline, but they can't get up in there tight like me. So I'm fixing to get right up in there. But these people in these boats don't realize, like, it's pretty deep right on the edge of the shoreline. Shit, it's probably like at least 4 to 6 foot deep, like right off of the shoreline. So their boat has plenty of room to draft up next to the bank. Any luck? 3 little flounder over there, but that's really, I'd take the flounder to eat, but that's not really not what I'm looking for today. Oh, let's see. I ain't be able to see no comments or if anybody's looking, because I don't want to put my camera or my phone over here on the other side, because that's the side that I net from. So it kind of screwed me up a little bit. And I'll probably be fishing it. Tide's coming in, so the way I have to work the shoreline. God damn. Fucking nailed the shit out of it right there. There it is. A little black drum. On the voodoo shrimp. You ain't catch no black drum on lures. Shit, I catch them all the time. I knew he'd come back and hit it. Just chunking in here in these ponds, man. think I might have made this guy mad. I might have made this guy mad if y'all hear him. We'll go ahead and get out in the street. For me to come right up in here and bust one like that. Yeah, I like doing this type of fishing. Whether it's down a grass line or a shoreline like this. Just an inch down it. Even if you just wade down it, just work right down it. Caught a lot of, there's one. Looks like a little red. Oh, that's a decent flounder. Probably a keeper, but it's right there at that 15 again, looks like. Oh, come on, slow down, man. Come on, Barnes, chill. Boy, it's fired up. Oh, come on, bro. The quicker you work with me, the quicker I get you back in your hole. Yeah. Another little 15. Got the lean right now. They all been cookie cutters. Ah, damn it. Yeah, so just there's a little bit of water flowing out of that. There, let me turn you around. A little water coming out of there. I don't know if they're gonna be stacked up in here. But yeah, you could pretty much come to the end. This is the end of one of the streets over here in LaPorte. And you could park. There's not any no parking signs. You could park and literally come down on these rocks right here where I'm fishing and cast along the sides of these rocks and catch fish. The fish ain't way out there. I mean, there's some out there, don't get me wrong. But the ones that are way out there, they're holding on top of an oyster, a sunken boat, you know, some type of structure. And this whole shoreline is structure all the way down. All these pylons, all these rocks. So these majority of these fish are going to be right up in here where I'm casting. You see, that's where the bait is. Kind of do this as a educational as well. I just throw it. That's what I'm throwing right here. Yeah, let me get over here. It's the Voodoo Shrimp Golden Tiger. 3.5. It has got a little rattle in there. I just swim in it through here. Not really popping it that much. If I feel it bump into a rock or something, I'll give it a couple little pops. Give it some action. Oh, there one hit. That was like a croaker or something there. But you can catch everything on these, man. They're a really versatile bait. Just throwing it here, swimming it down the shoreline. Oh. I try to keep y'all at a good angle. It's hard for me to see the comments, so y'all be patient with me. What I'll do is I'll go towards this pier and I'll work some of it around, because there has been some there on the deeper pylons. Hold on, I'm hung up. On the deeper pylons, there has been some trout. Pretty much a little bit of everything off of the deeper pylons. You get a little bit of better camera angle going the other way, but I didn't really want to face the sun early in the morning. And right up in there, between the first pylons, there's usually something sitting up in there. But you have to be ready to pull it out of there. On any of these pylons, really. The wind's kind of pushing me over towards them. I wanted to fish them a little bit. I might go down there and might make a run down and then come up the shoreline back from the other way. I would rather be facing the wind and then having the wind push me. That way I could work an area over a little bit better. God damn it, are you fucking serious right now? I don't know how I threw that up in there, but dude, this is crazy. That shit went underneath there, bro. I tried to throw it up underneath the dock right here, and I threw it up underneath there. Right up underneath there. You see my fishing pole? It went right up underneath there. Uh-oh. My shrimp was up underneath there. Hang on. As long as there ain't no damn... How in the hell did I get it up underneath? What? I got it. See, that's why I want that heavy braid before I come in here and pitch this little pier. And if something hits it, I can get it up out of there real quick. Put the boat in reverse. Bag it up, Terry. Ugh. Yeah, there's been some fish on these pylons. Damn it. It's supposed to rain this morning over here. And the wind was supposed to be a little bit different. Choo 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 choo. I think I slept with my mouth open last night, man. My freaking throat is killing me. There's a ship going by. The current is really whipping through here right now. That's why I went ahead and came on this side of the pier. That mullet almost jumped in the boat with me. Now it's gonna have me going the other way. There was a loose nail right there. I knocked it in for you though. Don't worry about it. That's free of charge. There's a lot of boats headed out now. There was I think there was 3 other people in the boat ramp besides me. But they had boats. I was the only kayaker. I'm only kayaker that I've seen, well, or micro boat out here. You usually see a couple other kayakers. I think they put in at maybe back of one of these houses or something. Because you'll go down here a little ways and then you just see them. There's one. Ooh. Ooh, that's a big fish. Oh, get out of the trolling motor. It's a nice red. Please have a tag hanging out of it. They don't have no tag, but we know they're in here. Come on, dude, chill for just a second. I'm gonna let you go. Even if you have a tag, I have to let you go, bro. Come on, chill. God damn. Got it in that tough spot. Nice little red. Be nice if he'd have a tag hanging out of him. Oh, come on. You're that feisty and then you don't want to swim off? There you go. Yeah, usually when you drop a red in the water, even if it's feisty and he goes upside down, if you just flip him or poke him with your fishing pole, he'll burn off. That's what that one did anyway. Turn the camera around so y'all gotta look at my ugly ass. Y'all just gotta hear me. Y'all get a way more beautiful of scenery than looking at me. Hey, you see? That's what I do. I'm just casting down the shoreline. Really ain't nothing to it. I like to stay a little bit closer to the shoreline, but you really have to watch for the ships. That way, because sometimes in redfish, if you're watching down the way a little bit, you'll see them way up, all the way up in the rocks, like right, fixing to be out of the water. They'll come out of the water literally, chasing stuff up in them rocks. Turn a little bit. Kind of had y'all facing this way. You just swimming it through there. There's a lot of ship action today. Them flounder too. Them flounder will come up and nail it. You just swim it through there. Speckled trout in here too. Right up here, there's a bayou and then like a rock wall that kind of goes out into the water. It's almost like a jetty, but it's all submerged. There's one. Feels like a little flounder. Or a little bitty red, yeah. Another flounder. They've all been right at the same freaking 15 inches long. So no different. I gotta get some better fish grips because these suck. Too small. He done got me all wrapped up. Jesus. Come on, Willis. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to put in reverse, Terry. You know what? We'll just go ahead and pass this one. Because there's a bird over here. See that bird over there? Usually, oh. Usually they'll follow the redfish down the shoreline. Them white snowy egrets. Because they can see the redfish pushing bait up towards the shore. And they'll walk down the shore, and then as the redfish pushes the bait closer to the shore, the bird will snatch it. The bait. I like coming on here live, trying to interact with y'all, man. Y'all gotta say, y'all gotta put a comment or something. Oh. That was a junk cast. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. See another bird up there. Another 2 trees of them. 2 tree birds over there. This current's kind of pushing me towards this pier anyway, so we'll just go ahead and slide up underneath them. I always like to do a little back cast behind me right here. I've caught a bunch of flounder doing that. Appreciate y'all hanging out again. I'll tell y'all again. Hit that notification bell. If cause I'll just go live whenever. Sometimes I'll announce it. Sometimes I'll just be popping in there, you know. There's a lot of good structure out from here. I've caught some good reds in here before. Some good bait. Like to pop that one with a tag in it. Any tag. Be nice. Or a big state record sheep's head. There's some big sheep's head in here too. There's, oh, he was swimming right at me. Pretty nice day out today. I know I ain't slamming them back to back, but I am catching fish. We're getting closer to the bayou. This Little Cedar Bayou dumps out over here. And if you're not getting hung up every now and then, you're not fishing the right area. Trying to pick up a little bit on me. There's one. Oh, lost it. If it gets too much more windy, I might have to cut the live. I don't want to. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, he spit it out. right up in front of me a little bit down the shoreline. We kind of got it marked with a landmark. This house has a flagpole, and pretty much straight in line with the flagpole, there's a underwater. I call it a rock wall. I guess this might be their old pier or something. I don't know, but there's a line of rocks that goes out a couple hundred yards from the shoreline. But there's some good fish around it. You can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it with the camera, but y'all see that slick line? Look over there. It looks like a slick. That's the water going over the rocks. With a little bit of wind, it makes kind of a slick on it because of the current. I've caught some big sheepshead off of it. A lot of bait around it. There's some loons around it, or cormorants, or whatever you want to call them. Normally holds a lot of bait. There's a lot of bait on top of it. It was marked with some PVC pipe, but somebody came and pulled the PVC pipe out of it for some reason. But it is a water hazard, so I don't know why they would do that. Because it's only, on a high tide, it's only maybe a foot deep across the top of it. I should be able to drift over it. But I just got to keep my eye out and make sure I don't bump my trolling motor into it. Because there's some of it that sticks up a little bit higher than the rest. But I'm almost on top of it right now. I'm just kind of fast swimming the shrimp right above it. See if anything comes up and pops it. But the flagpole is directly to my right. Here, I'll show y'all. So right there's the flagpole. It don't have a flag on it, it's just a pole. But right in line with that flagpole, straight out, is an underwater, like, rock wall. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like a underwater rock jetty. And just a little bit further down would be to the left, this way, is Little Cedar Bayou. Y'all seen how this wind done picked up on me since I've been out here. Well, I mean, you can't catch them from the couch, right? At least the breeze will keep you cooled off. Yeah, I gotta watch it. There's a pylon right here. Right under the water right there. And I think it's metal. Metal part of something. You give it 10 minutes, this wind might stop, who knows. It's done it before out here. What's up, what's up? I'm finally get to some of the comments, man. Sorry about that. Shoot. What's up? And just all of a sudden the comments popped up. I don't know. We're gonna go down on the outside of this pier. It's getting a little wavy, but whatever. I've been in worse. Way worse. Little Cedar Bayou is right behind me. It dumps out here. I don't know if there might be some moisture out here or something. Just looking for a sign. finish off my coffee, y'all. Sorry about that. I know there's some oyster beds out here. I just don't know where exactly they're at. I don't have any electronics. I look for other signs of bait or slicks or birds or. I would like to give me a little something just to find structure. Pretty much just go off of memory and fish some structure that I already know, but as far as offshore structure, if you don't know where it's at, it's kind of hard to find if you don't have any electronics. But Little Cedar Bayou, look, I'm going to turn y'all a little bit. So Little Cedar Bayou's up in there. And I don't know if the tide's coming in or out. I didn't check it. I just came fishing because it looked good. And y'all seen it was calm. The people that was in the chat from the beginning. But usually where these bayous let out water, tidal water, oysters will make them a home around it. Oh, I see what my shrimp is messed up. That's why I wasn't swimming right. I'm going to have to change out shrimps. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change out shrimps. Change out my shrimp. I gotta super glue it. But that's an easy fix. Let me check these shrimps I got down here, make sure they're good. Nope. Y'all bear with me, I gotta go digging in my box. We're gonna cut this live. We'll come back. We'll see you.